Hey guys, what's up? How are y'all doing? Hope everything's going well and that your studies are going fantastic. So, uh, this past week was a really cool week. Yesterday I got 100 subscribers on YouTube, and you know, how cool. So I guess that's like the first milestone in any person that loads YouTube videos. Um, and it was, really cool. I had 84 going into a I did an interview with a guy named Seabolt, and he has a really cool podcast. And I was on it. At that point, I was at 84. Well, I had 85. Then the day of, I got someone unsubscribed, so I went back to 84. When you have very few subscribers, you kind of know where you're at. But I did that interview or that podcast. It was really fun. Jonathan is a super, super nice guy, and everything went really naturally, and the feedback that I've received from that show was really good. I know some of my students supported me, so thank you for that. Um, so yeah, that podcast gave me like 5 subscribers, and some nice additions to my Twitter. So thank you for the opportunity, Seabolt. It was also very nice to talk to you, as you know. You're a super good guy. Um, so then I uploaded a couple videos after that. Yesterday, when I got to like 99, yesterday I woke up and I was at 99, and I watched an episode of Ozark, in Spanish, of course, and I just randomly checked and I had gotten to 100, and right now I'm, like 107 or something like that. So, I'm just kind of really surprised because honestly, this channel is just about my progress, my language come up, my language progress, and it's cool to see that there's been a certain level of interest so far, and I thank you for that. The language community is awesome. I mean, come on. So right now I want to talk a little bit about some of the routine changes, well, some of the changes in my routine. Um, so as you may have known, that I finished the All the Richard Short Stories book, and okay, the traffic. I live in a very big city, so there's always traffic. Anyway, so I wanted to do just like a quick review of that. So I listened to the book while listening, and I finished that. So now I need to occupy that time that I was dedicating to that 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 resource. The traffic again. The traffic again. So there's a book that I always kind of wanted to read, and it's called The Five Languages of Love or something like that. And it seems quite interesting. It's about how we perceive love and that we all have a primary way to receive it. So I think that probably one of the best ways that you could really learn a foreign language is by learning in a foreign language. So I'm going to um, go ahead and read that. I'm going to use the link. I'm going to read through it, and I'm going to go back and, let's say if I read a page, I'm going to listen to that page after reading it, and then I'm going to continue like that. Um, and I think I'm going to understand it fairly well because I bought the Audible version of this book in Russian, and I used it a lot as passive listening. And since I've just used it for a while now, I'm understanding more and more. I'm also going to be finishing Better Than Us for the second time in Russian. It's a great Russian show on Netflix. And I watched it first completely all the way through, and I watched it with Spanish subtitles. But now I've been using that show as active listening, but with no subtitles, and I have the audio description turned on. And really great show. If you're into Russian or learning Russian, check out that. Well, unfortunately, there aren't so many things to watch on YouTube in Russian. Their selection is quite poor. They have that one and Trotsky. And I do admit those two shows are really good. And but we're just gonna have to look somewhere else, right? So now talking about my week of language learning. Um, if I measured out of the 5 days, which is I usually do my routine. When I usually do my routine, well, which when I always do my routine. This time I only got 2 out of 5 days. I had maybe 2 of those days were incomplete days where I did like half of it. In one of those days, I did the Seabolt Speaks podcast. So normally I'm kind of trying to get my routine in and do my things um, after watching that, and sometimes I run into a little trouble. But this time I didn't get it because I was actually taking a part of that, and but totally worth it, super fun. Um, I was, there were some days where I was doing a lot of passive listening. So, although I say 2 out of 5 days and it doesn't really sound so good, I know that, this is for a very specific set of tasks that that I want to do, and I'm trying to carry out, and I'm trying to just streamline it. But I know that besides these things that I've been doing, I'm doing a lot of extra work. So in time with the language. Um, so on Sunday, on Saturdays and Sundays, I usually just have free days where I do whatever I want. But yesterday, I wanted to kind of up it up a bit, so I did my routine, my weekly routine, but on Sunday, well, yesterday, which was Sunday, and I did that just so I could have 3 out of 7 days where I have a good routine. So I won't count it as 3 days of that routine being done because I didn't do it within that 5 day span. But I wanted to get that working nonetheless. All right, so that's all I've got for this week. I hope you're all doing well and that your languages are, that you're studying them well and everything's going great. And like and subscribe. I've started doing the Fingtam Language Challenge, which has been pretty cool so far. I'll be doing I'll be speaking for a minute every day, and this will be for 30 days. And at the end of that 30 days, I will start my vacation week where I'm just going to be in my apartment doing as much Russian as I can. I won't be teaching my English classes, so I won't have to deal with a full work schedule. So check out this. Check out the challenge that I'm doing. It's been a lot of fun so far. All right, so we will see you in the next one, and have a good one.